it's kind of interesting. I didn't start there. I started in theater, and I was never, I mean, I always was fascinated with the arts, but I was never one of these people who was like a performer. Or I was never, you know, I did some, but not like it was one of those things where, you know, I lived it. But I love the technical side of things. My father's a machinist and an inventor, and so I had a mechanical acumen growing up, and so I loved the idea of building something and making it happen. And so that's what kind of got me into theater, and it's kind of what kept me in television and film, is I love the idea of the technical in it, and how the art comes from the technical creation. In reality's sake, you just need an actor and an audience and you have a performance, but it's the camera work, it's the avant-garde that comes out of interesting camera shots or movement, a good edit, and that's what's kept me there, and that's what's really drew me into it. A girl. If you want to know the truth, the reason that I am at this position right now is because when I was a sophomore in high school, I had a crush on a girl, and she was in the theater program, and she, one of my friends knew that I had a crush on her, knew that auditions were coming up, and told her that I was auditioning. I didn't show up. She came to me and basically was like, yeah, what's up? Like, I thought you were gonna do this. Are you a wimp and all that stuff? And so she kind of browbeat me, and then I auditioned, and I was in the show my sophomore year and my senior year. Graduated, had a great time doing it. The director of the program had a summer theater that he ran. He asked me to be part of it, and he said, we're doing the show Narnia. Awesome, love Narnia, cool. He says, okay, auditions are this day, and then music and dance auditions. I went, whoa. Said, no, like, Andy, don't sing and dance. Like, no. Said, but is Bob Lagaitis, one of the instructors that I had in high school, is Bob Lagaitis still your technical director and your carpenter? And they said, yeah. I said, let me work with him. And that's just how I got into theater. And it was just, I dug him, I dug his classes, I knew I could build, I knew I could work with my hands. And so I got into it. So I didn't get into it for the art. Originally, I got into it because I was a dumb high school kid with a crush on a girl, and, you know, just kind of stuck with it. I got into film and TV later, actually. I was working, doing custom lighting and management for a haunted house. And I was paying very close attention to the videos that were being created. The gentleman who I work for, a guy named Rich Hanf, he's one of the best in the industry, and he puts out these training videos every year. And I was looking at the technical side of it, what he had, and now it was very unimpressive. And it didn't show off what we were doing. On a completely selfish note, I did all the custom lighting for it, and they didn't know how to film with theatrical lighting. So it just destroyed all the work that I did on camera. So I said, no, we can't do this. We need to make this better. So I went out and got a camera, and I said, let me be the guy to do it. My entire artistic career, I've been the guy who like knocks on your door and goes, hi, my name's Andrew Robertson. Here's what I can do for you. I want to work with you. And even if they weren't hiring. And so I found my way into a video program with a company that did weddings, bar mitzvahs, parties, those kind of things, small films. I did radio professionally. I've done theater. I've done television. I've done films. You know, I've been kind of all across the map there, dance, comedy, all of it. And so it's the technical side that I find. It's the ability to start with a blank canvas, maybe some lumber, lights, a camera with a brand new SD card, and what can I create from that? And that's really what keeps me here, and that's what I try and teach, is that it's the creativity, it's the putting your ideas onto you know, onto film or onto a stage or onto the paper, and that's really what ends up creating the art.
We're okay. You're fine. What are you doing there, Billy?
Looking for the dead, right? Well, we ain't dead.
I always say that I was very lucky in that I grew up with a very mechanical-minded and engineering-minded father and a very artistic mother. And I kind of tried to take the best of both worlds and kind of throw them together. I love observing. I have this weird thing where I just spend so much time observing the world around me. So I draw influence from, you know, I did this set design where I pulled from a bagel shop near where I live, because they had this really cool architectural piece. So I've done that. Lighting, I look at the way that lights hit the way that sunlight works, the way that shadows fall. I look at how colors play and contrast play for film and TV. For aspiring artists, learn everything. Don't pigeonhole yourselves. Don't just look down one path. If you think you want to be a lighting designer, don't just study that. Study scenery. If you think you want to be a filmmaker, get in front of the camera. Be on camera. Learn how to wind cable. Right? It's not, Tarantino's an amazing filmmaker, but if he can't wind cable, I don't need him on a gig. Learn everything you can. Never say no to work.